Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Thompson. And James Harden pulls it down. And Harden gets the double team. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Everyone knows Harden is a talented passer. He can really rack up those assists.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Harden can't hit. And we're about a minute into the first. And he makes it.
And there's the length of Smith at work, playing big on the interior.
Well, Tim, Kevin Durant, the winner of the 2025 Magic Johnson Award, recognized for his grace with the media.
Well, he is willing to engage with the media and the fans, B.A., even on a range of topics. He'll weigh in and give his thoughts.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Durant looking around. Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Now here's Harden. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that. He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Clever move by Harden. He pulls up fast before the defense can react accordingly.
Pass to Okogie. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Beal outside. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Houston. And here is Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Inside. Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Thompson's shot is off.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you, Brian.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Ali. Both teams will make substitutions. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Here's Beal after Houston's three-pointer on the other end. Back to Leonard. 4-3. Good D by Finney-Smith. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. They lead by 4. Shepherd, that's good.
Well, Shepherd can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
Dunn right side. He takes it in. Good D by Finney-Smith. The Rockets lead by 7. Thompson outside. Three-pointer. And Houston, another 3.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Hits a three-pointer.
The response from the Claw. Leonard really wanted that 3.
Pass to Shepard. Back to Thompson. Here's Shepard. The three is up. Doesn't go that time. Leonard for three. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Houston Rockets closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead.
Los Angeles 14.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Rockets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far. That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Shepard. Houston working the ball around. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Now here's Şengün. Outside Eason. Outside Holiday. Eason up top. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Adams. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Down low. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, the slam from Leonard. Love watching him finish with force.
Clippers trail by 4. Beal outside. Driving to the basket. And then Beal with the dunk.
And he's just using every bit of his strong frame to battle the defense. Beal won't take no for an answer.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Out left to the wing. Back to Lopez. And he hits it to tie the game. Lopez has got his first points of the game.
I mean, a big guy like Lopez won't stop for contact. He stays strong and powers through.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Durant. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Shepard for 3. Rebounded by Dunn. To the paint. And here's Bogdanović. Defended by Eason. To the inside. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Davison. Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. Here's Şengün.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Brad.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose. And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now here's Durant. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And attacking with reckless abandon, somehow Thompson able to get through.
And the Clippers making a change here. A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Smith. Thompson outside. Here's Okogie. From downtown. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Paul draws the double. Thompson with a steal. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Paul. He's scoreless. Clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Let's go with a 3. He can't get it to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Houston up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And here's Collins for 3. Houston in the lead. Şengün in the post. Out to Thompson. And he drives in. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you see Thompson's explosion there. I mean, just an insanely quick first step. All the defender can do is bump it.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Durant. Back to Smith. Houston needs to get off a shot. Durant's shot is off. Clippers trail by 4. Now Harden. Defended by Thompson. Zubac, screen. Beal. Nice jump shot. He has 7.
I mean, capable of playing either guard position, Beal is especially difficult to contain in pick and rolls.
And Durant with the big finish.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Clippers making a change here. Clippers trail by 4. Kicks it out to Collins. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Thompson outside. Pass to Okogie. Just 5 on the clock. The basket's good. Off the assist for Thompson. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's Thompson penetrating. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Inside. Here's Zubac. Collins left side. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Smith outside. Yep, that one goes.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
And we know Harden possesses endless range, letting it all hang out right there.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, James Harden is very comfortable at the controls of the Clippers offense, and Coach Ty Lue said he sees the game how I see it, from a point guard's point of view, a coach's point of view, how teams are playing us defensively, how we can capitalize and take advantage of it. Guys?
A tremendous IQ. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Houston working the ball around. Lets the three fly.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Outside Harden. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And they really need to settle down right here and find a way to take care of the basketball. That would be my point of emphasis.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pass to Finney-Smith. The Rockets again can't hit. Clippers trail by 12. Now here's Collins. Outside for Harden. Adams grabs the miss. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Back to Finney-Smith. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Crawford. Adams. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware where he is at all times.
The shot by Dunn, no good. Houston leading by 14. Here's Crawford, defended by Dunn. Finney-Smith, a screen. Pass to Eason. And stolen by Leonard. Up ahead. Finished off the break.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And so it's Houston now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Adams, shot's good.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Lopez, the screen. Dunn goes in. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he hits both. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Şengün. Back to Adams. To the left side wing. This one for three. Rebounded by Lopez. Clippers trail by 12. Lopez, the screen. Harden. It's rebounded by Şengün. to Adams. And here's Easton. And here's Shepard for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Shepard is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
Leonard beyond the line.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
And Los Angeles making a change here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Offensive rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Şengün. For three. The three is in.
They're calmly knocking it down. Şengün looks zen-like at times.
Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Now Thompson. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
That's tipped. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Outside Thompson. Puts up the tray. That's off. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 17. Rebounded by Smith.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Durant fires! Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the Atlanta Hawks facing the Charlotte Hornets. Drills it from deep.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Yeah, inside ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Kennard outside. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Daniels. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Rice. There's the triple. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with the head coach for the Hornets. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight. He said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. Here's Mourning with a 9-footer. Can't connect from short range. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And there's the athletic grace of LaMelo Ball. Poetic.
Here's Alexander Walker. Up again. It's good on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Down low. Jones feels it out. The kick out to Johnson. To the paint. Here's Mourning. Pass the ball. Charlotte needs to get off the shot. Jones. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Alexander Walker. There's the screen by Johnson. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Johnson.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Ball. He has 6. Pass to Mourning. And stolen by Porzingis. Kennard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Porzingis creates so much space when he's out there. It allows him to make passes just like that.
Here's Mourning. Ooh, poked away. And now the Hawks on the break. By himself.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
And those might be the easiest points of the month for him.
Rice's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Oh, look, when Porzingis has it there's not much you can do defensively.
And here's Jones, defended by Kennard. Here's Mourning. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. To win the drought. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Gets it off.
We are in Toronto, where the Raptors are looking to take one in an interconference game at home. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring it.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. Monk, no one around him, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yes, Sabonis making good use of his height and hustle there, playing on top of the defenders.
Astor quickly. Now here's Ingram. 4 on the shot clock. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. No good with the elbow jumper. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And here is Ingram following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. And the dunk by Poeltl.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
2 minutes left, 2 minutes.
Schroeder looking around. DeRozan a screen. Toronto grabs the miss. Ingram outside. There's 1:38 left in the first. The kick out to Barnes. No good from outside. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Schroeder. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And
And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree, and you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too, but if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
.10 left in the first quarter. Pass to McDermott. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Sabonis with the steal. And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of your young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Russell Westbrook.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
Levine for three. It's rebounded by Quickly. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play.
14. The Kings, 16.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The kick out to Barnes. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
And his contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ingram. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Inside. Here's Murray Boyle. And a missed layup. Kings leading now by 6. Ellis can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Ingram with it. Now guarded by Sharp.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams making some changes here. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Sacramento. They lead by 4. DeRozan for 3. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. It's Ingram on the wing. To the middle. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
This kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
There's Levine. And the jump by Levine.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. And here is Barnes. 10 points for him. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Great touch from Barnes. Great skill at the wing.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Scotty Barnes again. Barnes has got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
In the corner, it's Sabonis. Fast break, Toronto. The deep 3 from Ingram. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
Ingram slinging from way outside. There's no stopping that.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Sabonis. Can't cash in from close range. Toronto trailing. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that dish.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside DeRozan. Back to Schroeder. Stolen by Quickly. For 3, Ingram drills the three-pointer. Now it's a 4-point Toronto lead.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The Kings trail by 4. It's Schroeder with the drive. Here's DeRozan. Not enough on that one as it misses. And the Raptors with possession. For 3, Barrett. DeRozan with the rebound. And stolen by Barnes. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself.
And saw the play develop, got out in front of the defense, and Barnes there finishes on the break.
In the corner, it's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Levine's got 7.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And that one's good, Barnes.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kev. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, DeMontis said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. But his father said DeMontis is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Back to you guys.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you.
First team foul.
And so here's Toronto. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. That's a 2 from Barnes. Sacramento grabs the miss. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Barnes, right side. Nice D from Sabonis. And stolen by Barnes. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Outside DeRozan. Here he goes. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors leading by 3. Barnes. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Here's Monk. He has 6. For the tie. A shot off that time. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Schroeder outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
Mercy. That was downright dirty. Levine. Yes, sir.
Pass to Barnes. And Barnes gets double teamed. Shot clock at 5. The Raptors need to get a shot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Barnes has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. 104 left in the third. Westbrook up top. He has 6. On the wing, Levine. For the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Pass to Dick. Over Ellis. Dick can't get it to go. The Kings trailed by 5. Outside, Levine. Outside, DeRozan. Down low. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And how about Westbrook's impressive passing ability there? Beautiful dime to set up his teammate.
Pass to Dick. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Westbrook. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3/4 of play in a close game here. It's the Raptors.
The team, 38.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Raptors leading by 3. Here's Barnes. Rebounded by Ellis.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And Westbrook throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Barnes with it. Westbrook picks him up. Barnes can't get it to go. To the paint. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Ellis to take the lead. Drills it from outside. Ellis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Out to Barrett. Back to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Here's Westbrook. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Ingram with it. Sabonis defending. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Barnes outside. And he banks the layup in. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Schroeder, right side. Plays it in. Off the window.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Barnes fires. No stopping that baby hook on the fly.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
The three goes down.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now Barnes. There's the high-quality scoring chance for 2.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
Good on the basket.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Barnes. Oh, the slam dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
A score in any situation. The high stakes just motivate you.
Monk. A huge two-handed slam.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Coming up with the goods there. Barnes showing he can deliver.
Here's DeRozan. Pirtle there for the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Barnes looking around. Trying again. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He doesn't have the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. DeRozan. Now Levine. Malik Monk. And the three misses. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trailed by 5. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.